only way to fight them.
Don't get yourself killed, Jeff.
How many flares left? 2, sir.
People in this lonely old world, who are the loneliest three? The which? The cop on the beat, the man in the moon, and me. Around the corner there's a party upstairs. Here on the corner are we. The cop on the beat, the man in the moon, and me. I go to my room and open the door. There's nothing but gloom. So I go to the corner to hang around some more. I watch the happy-looking couples go by. They're so in love they can't see. The cop on the beat, the man in the moon, and me. There's a party upstairs. Here on the corner are we. The cop on the beat, the man in the moon, and me. Go to my room and open the door. There's nothing but gloom, so I go to the...
Car number 44, stand by. Car number 44, stand by. Another mummy has been stolen from the museum. Proceed at once. Sing! 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 She sings, she sings.
mummy! The mummy! The mummy! The mummy! The mummy! The mummy!
This one has plenty of fight in him.
Never before has man been transformed into such hideous proportions. Never have teenage girls been subjected to the terrifying ordeal in the fantastic room of torture. Prisoners on this island of the mad must fight desperately to preserve a sane and conscious mind. This strange and powerful story has been acclaimed as the most terrifying of all time, as it bursts forth the unequaled horror of an island of monsters created by a human beast.
Oh, we're getting double now.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Scream Stream. I am your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friends, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening.
And Mr. Fresh Rogan.
Fuck EA. I hate them. EA's the worst game publisher ever made.
Here we go. He said he had a rant to lead in with. So here, all right, let's hear it. Beef. Let's hear your beef.
All right, so listen, hear me out. Skate 1, Skate 2, and Skate 3 are some of the best games ever made. Right? They've been working on Skate 4. I was excited. And they've announced that Skate 4 is going to be free to play with microtransactions, and I am no longer excited, and they can go fuck themselves now. So
well, they're taking a page out of Blizzard's book, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, it's EA. I mean, they've been doing it, but
they've been pushing the boundaries in the gaming world on how best to screw over the customer.
Yeah, they're really on the cutting edge of fucking over the players.
Right. This is avant-garde corporate shittery.
They're really ahead of their time.
And I have absolutely no clue.
No comment, says Garrett.
Fresh and Evan are talking about. So thanks for joining our game stream, where we're all the hottest gaming news. No, I wish I was just more informed about all the arts. Look at you guys.
Right, I'll put it in layman's terms.
You're bringing it to the audience. That's the important thing.
I'll put it in layman's terms. All right, microtransactions are bad. They're putting them in cars now, so you got to pay a subscription to have heated seats. You got to pay a subscription to have auto dimming bright headlights. Yeah, it's happening in BMWs right now.
Yeah, they're putting that in the new
Yes,
BMWs.
It's going to be a thing. Microtransactions are very bad.
Yeah, or it's like a monthly subscription service to keep your seats heated.
I have not heard about this. Holy hell. That's like the worst thing in the world.
How much do you want to bet that it's going to be like how they treat satellite radio, where you buy the car and we'll throw in a year of free heated seats.
Right. Yes, that's how
thanks. I mean, they're in there, but
we'll throw in a year of the car working how it's supposed to.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna get you warmed up to it, literally, if it's heated seats, and then you're not gonna be able to do without it. That's
how they get you.
Kind of the fucked up way that it works, unfortunately. But hey, don't fret, because what we do here on this program is we bring you guys things for free. Because in the world, as much as you got to pay for things, there are some things in life that are just completely free with no strings attached, like public domain horror movies, which is what we watch here on Friday nights on the Scream Stream. We talk about everything. We enjoy a very wide variety of topics of conversation, thanks to my wonderful panel here, who always got the latest arts and entertainment news and current events and politics. I mean, we're covering all the bases here. But at its heart, the backdrop is public domain horror movies. And tonight we're going to be watching a movie from 1936 called Revolt of the Zombies, which, very cool title.
Pretty cool.
We'll see how the movie measures up to the title. It is a kind of a sequel to White Zombie. It's made by the same people, but it's not real. It's just, that's really the only connection, is it's made by the same people. Not really anything story-wise. It's about 4 years after White Zombie, so it'll be fun. We're going to be talking about zombie movies tonight, the history of zombie movies. We'll talk about some of the cast in tonight's film. So should be fun. We'll have fun with it. Even if the movie leaves something to be desired, that you can always count on us to make it fun. You know, we try. That's
You know how we do.
You know how we do. That's what we try.
We try.
We try. I'm not gonna oversell it. You know, if you know me, you know.
We really try.
There's no guarantees on this stream.
No, absolutely no guarantees. It's the first thing that you learn in this business. No guarantees.
We're just gonna give this movie the old college try.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna try, I guess. Yo, Fresh is in here with the links.
Got the Instagram link.
I'm not gonna do it, Fresh. I'm scared to do it.
Please do it. Please click it.
Fine.
It's so good. It's so funny. Only if you've seen the new Doctor Strange, though.
Oh wait, I haven't.
Uh-oh.
Okay, if you haven't, it's still really funny. It's not a spoiler.
Not a spoiler. He says. What? Okay, so it's Alright, that's this isn't really a deleted scene, is it?
No, some
somebody
VFX
just
guy
that.
made it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's Evan, it's just I would throw it over to you, but that might be kind of hard. It's just
if you have your phone, Evan, it's in the meme channel on
Okay,
Discord. If you have Discord on your
there
phone.
you go. The meme channel in our Discord. Yes, and that's the other thing. You can count on us for. We're always up to date on our memes. You know, especially when
we're meme gods.
we're meme gods. Meme gods, movie gods. You know, we cover it all. Fresh is usually, I mean, going and seeing movies pretty often. Have you been able to go and see any of the new releases that we've had in the past couple weeks?
I haven't been since I saw Doctor Strange, actually. I need to go back and see Nope.
Oh,
It
I really
drops.
want to see Nope. Yeah, Nope looks like it'll be really good. Have you heard about that, Evan?
No.
It's Jordan Peele's new movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not out yet.
Aliens, I think.
It's not out, and I have not watched the trailer. I don't want to spoil it for... I just want to go in blind. You know, that's one of his movies.
Yeah, I watched too much.
Yeah, if I watch the trailer, I know I'm in for not necessarily spoilers, but I'm just gonna go in with expectations that I would rather not have. If I can go in blind, I'm probably gonna enjoy it way more. So I'll definitely see that.
It's kind of funny. Like, it's got a funny kind of premise before things get all Jordan Peele-ish.
I was gonna say that, you know, with Jordan Peele, it's just baked into his style and sensibilities.
Yeah.
Comedy, it goes hand in hand with everything, and I mean, we could go on and on about. We could start going into our level of sketch comedy,
we could start gushing about.
Yes, God knows, in the pantheon of sketch comedy, Peele certainly earned his place, and Key and Peele, you know, fucking working it out.
They should do a show together.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
They should team up.
They'd make a great comedy team. They should do something.
What would they call it?
What would they call it? I wonder what you know. Maybe they would
plus Key or something like that.
Yeah, maybe they would call it Michael and Jordan. You know, maybe something like that. Oh wait, no, Keegan. He's a Keegan Michael Keys. Keegan and Jordan.
Keegan and Jordan.
Keegan and Jordan. I guess it is.
Keegan and a Jordan.
And a Jordan. Yeah, exactly. We could go on.
I feel like they have such cool names.
They do. I mean, hey,
do.
some people just have showbiz names. The names are just tailored for. Hey, that person should have a show named after them. And there we go. Boom.
I'm Johnny Glass.
Johnny Glass. Oh my God, I love that. That is great. Just start talking about all our favorite Comedy Central shows from the mid-teens. 20.
This stream brought to you by Comedy Central.
Pretty much, essentially. One of these days. No, until then, our only sponsor, we're going to have to start lining up alcohol sponsors with, the drinks that we do every week, which leads us into our wonderful weekly segment that Evan brings to us, which is called...
What were you drinking?
What were you drinking?
What were you drinking? So, yeah, we've got the IVA sponsoring us now.
Oh, I wish.
So tonight we are watching Revolt of the Zombies.
Yes, Revolt.
Sorry, there's motorcycles driving by my house.
Oh, okay, exciting.
Oh, you got
you guys hear
roving
that?
biker gangs outside
I thought
the
the
window?
movie had started for a second.
All right, Evan, no time. We
We gotta
started
keep
late.
this
We
moving,
gotta
let's
go.
So
There's no time. There's no time. The Hell's Angels are here.
I just want to get this last stream off.
So tonight's drink is fun. We're drinking the Zombie, which is actually an IBA official cocktail.
Ooh.
And
and remind us what that is again.
That's the what is it? Is it International Bar Association? Maybe
I wouldn't know.
it's something to do with.
Oh, the lawyers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they say when you've passed the bar. It's when you're a bartender.
Right. When you've passed all your you've made you're able to make all the drinks in the book.
It's Bartender Association. The Bar Association is a thing, and it is lawyers. I just looked it up.
Okay,
Yes.
Different one.
Yeah,
The other one.
different bar.
The Bartenders Association. So
Not the Ace Attorney
yeah,
guys.
this is a official drink, but this is not the official recipe. So this is I might get sanctioned by the IBA, so keep it hush hush.
Yeah.
But this is made with a ton of ingredients, equal parts white rum, spiced rum, dark rum, lime juice, lemon juice, pineapple juice, half part grenadine, and some supposed to be passion fruit juice, but you can't find that around here, so we're using
Not where we're at.
We're gonna guess and say guava. I think that's maybe in the ballpark.
Close enough.
Close enough. Garnished with mint, and I'm excited about this one because it actually looks like a real thing.
It does. I saw
looks like
yours over
something
there, and
I
was
would-
like,
I would
"Ooh,
get
that
at-
looks
at,
good."
This is.
Oh wow!
I just ordered this from the Outback Steakhouse, so we're gonna try this.
Your bloomin' onions on the way.
Yeah, my apps
Coming right up, sir. Thank you.
So there's probably a lot of water at the top because the ice.
Well,
is
yes,
a bit, but
we got started late, so that's it was bound to happen. But it does look delicious, and I love the mint being in here. That's a nice little garnish that we haven't gotten to use before. So,
well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Ha ha!
Are you getting a lot of something?
I'm getting a lot of rum, is what I'm getting. Woo!
See, it's not an Outback drink.
Yeah, yours might have separated out a little bit.
Mine might have separated out a lot of bit. Jesus.
Mine is great. I think that tastes really good.
That's better. That's
Better?
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had to mix it.
I think this is a
that
keeper.
was, whew,
Yeah.
that was. I just had rum in
I
that
mean,
first
there's a
taste.
fair amount of rum, but there's so many different flavors of fruit juice in this, and you get some aromatic elements from the bitters and the mint. I mean, it's just I like this
That's
one.
yeah. Now that I'm getting it, that is much better. But at first,
Yeah, now that your tongue's numb from all the rum.
right,
Now everything
exactly.
tastes
That's all
good.
I needed. I just needed a little rum tongue going on. Now I'm straight.
Don't say it like that. You ain't gotta say it like that. I just need some
No,
rum.
I had
tongue.
to say it like that. Oh, I just got something Sour?
Sour?
Something really sour?
Has yours completely separated
Are you
out?
getting a different thing with each sip?
No, I feel like I am.
This is like layered now.
It's layered to the strangest degree. Yeah, Evan, I don't know how you mixed mine, but
I guess
it's certainly full of surprises, I can tell you that. It's good though. I like it. It really is a good cocktail. I do like it. The zombie.
The zombie, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to follow along at home.
Right. Just get all the rum that you have in your cabinets. Just pour it in.
Various juices.
And
aromatics.
Yep. And you got yourself a delicious cocktail to enjoy.
Nice piping hot beverage.
Yeah. Well, and it is kind of a good summery drink.
Yeah, I mean, it really. I could picture myself, chilling in the hammock. It's a nice 70-something degree day.
There's some tropical qualities to this for sure. A 70-something degree day.
I think that's comfortable.
Yeah, that's comfortable. That's cool.
I like a cool day.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think if you get a cool day during the summer, it's certainly nice,
I don't want to be hanging out in the hammock if it's
90 degrees.
Definitely not 90. Probably not.
Like Sylarn was today. I don't know how he was doing it.
I want to be bundled up in a hammock when it's 95, sipping alcohol.
Right.
Making sure I'm sweating it all out
Dying.
before I get out of the hammock.
I mean, hey, isn't that essentially what going to the beach is? You just, at least for me, just sitting in the sun, drinking a whole bunch of alcohol and sweating it right out.
Alcohol comes in, sweat goes out.
Sweat goes out. It's just
sunlight goes in.
Yeah, man, I'm like a plant. You just water me, you let me absorb the sunlight. That's how I function on vacation. That's all I need. And by the end, I'm the most beautiful looking plant. At the end of my vacation, I'm glowing.
He's blooming.
I'm blooming. My leaves are full and plush. But until then, I'm just a wilting flower over here, waiting for my vacation. But hey, that's summer, right? I know Evan will have a vacation coming up. I've got a little one. Fresh, I hope you're I hope you got a little something. I hope you're gonna treat yourself sometime soon.
Got a little something up my sleeve.
Good man. Everybody should, summer can be busy as hell.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna drive to the EA headquarters. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, no!
I'm gonna demand that they take action.
You're gonna go pick.
We're gonna pick it outside, and we're gonna tell them, "Look here, all right. We have five whole people here. You're gonna fucking change this game."
These are our demands.
I've assembled the skate player base.
We are the most
all 10
important
people.
players, and we have come here to get you to change for this, the spirit of the game.
If you change it, none of us will buy the game.
It's free. It's a free to play game. That's why we know it's going to be microtransactions, because it's free to play.
Right. Yeah. How else would they make their money?
Free, but not really free. Freedom is
like the free car, where they charge you for all the features.
Exactly. It's the amenities, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You can have it. But can you be
The amenities?
Can you be comfortable? Truly.
Power steering, only $10 a month.
Yeah, that's not something that I desperately need. Just have to turn the wheel, cut the wheel a little harder.
Sorry, you got T-boned. You didn't pay for the airbag subscription.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, isn't that where we're
Our
all
bad.
Eventually, you if seatbelts weren't mandatory, it would be the same thing. You gotta, You have to pay for your luxury seatbelt.
Yeah, it won't buckle unless you pay.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch an ad before you can change gears.
Right, exactly.
Before you can come out of park.
Well, and
That's like
once they have the self-driving
Sorry, go ahead.
features with some of these cars,
Right, yeah. The car's gonna be driving itself and just blasting ads in your face.
you're gonna have to. That's the only way that you can engage the self-driving
The
features.
future is hell.
This week on CBS.
Yeah,
God damn it.
it's just sitcom ads for young Sheldon, which is gonna be in its 20th season.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory reboot. Young Sheldon's still going strong.
How I Met Your Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, crossover. Naturally,
It's a
where
reboot,
headed.
but they got mixed it up.
Right. What have we never done before? We gotta just mash them up. Let's just mash them up.
Survivor, The Office.
Oh my God! Now
The year is 2060. We've run out of things to put in the Hadron Collider, so we're putting sitcoms in it.
let's see what we get.
We're gonna smash these two sitcoms together at 100,000 miles an hour.
Let's put together Frasier and Law and Order, and let's see what we get. I mean, you just start taking the two most opposite things and jamming them together. Let's see what happens.
And that's just science.
That's the future, baby. Get ready for it.
Self-driving car while an ad blasts across the windshield.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
We have predicted the future. We know what is coming. That is just a reality. That is going to be the reality. It's a fact. But we'll all get through it together. We'll all get through this hellish future together.
We'll also get through this movie together.
I was gonna say that's the one way that we do it is by watching these terrible old horror movies, and if we can make it through this, we can make it through anything. Because I'll go ahead and be honest up front. Tonight's film, Revolt of the Zombies, does not have the best reputation, as far as as far as delivering on the title. I mean, I guess it does, but not as plentifully as you would like.
I'm gonna call it now. This movie has one zombie.
Evan's gonna say predict a whopping one zombie. I
will give it 2 zombies. Wait, is it Price is Right rules where if we go over it's
yes, yes it is. It is Price is Right rules.
2 zombies.
What was the last bid?
One zombie.
$1.
2 zombies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, $1.
So Evan's got 1. Fresh got 2. I'm gonna go with 3.
We'll see who's going to the showcase.
What was the last bid? $1,000. $1,001.
Oh, you bitch!
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, too bad we don't have prizes. If only we had the big showcase, the big prize to give out.
I'll tell you what. If anyone puts the correct amount of zombies in chat, I will mail you a kilogram of cocaine to your house. Just put it in chat.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, we did say no guarantees earlier.
No guarantees, but this is you heard it from Fresh Rogan. If you can correctly guess the number of zombies in tonight's film, he will send you did you say a kilo of cocaine?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. You heard it here first.
Primo, not been stepped on. This is the real shit right here.
Real Colombian pure white.
Do you say it hasn't been stepped on?
Yes.
Hasn't been stepped on. Completely pure.
Hasn't been stepped on. Right. Right off the fucking tree, baby. Right off the cocaine bush.
Right.
Just shake the
it off.
leaves.
Yeah.
Put it in the bag.
Right. Exactly.
We put a tap into the cocaine tree and drained it into a bucket.
Yeah, it's to Colombia what maple syrup is to Vermont, right? I mean, of course. Is that bad? Is that?
I don't know. Have we crossed a line?
Is that a yikes? I hope not. Oh man, No.
No, we're fine.
Well, and again, I mean, it's fresh is providing only the freshest cocaine. So, very respectful.
Locally sourced.
Locally
sourced, free range, non-GMO cocaine.
Cruelty-free.
Cruelty-free cocaine.
Yeah, cruelty-free.
Just like they used to package in the Coca-Cola bottles back in the day.
No hormones.
No, yeah, no hormones. No added hormones, right. I like my free range cocaine. But yes, so no, tonight's film, unfortunately, maybe if this was the 80s and these filmmakers were on cocaine, the story would get there's some pretty wild elements tonight. I think we'll have some fun with things here, but it is, again, we're talking about the early days of the zombie film tonight as well. When we watched White Zombie in season 1, that was like the beginning, really. So this is really 4 years after White Zombie, so it's on the heels. And there was Haitian voodoo in that. Tonight we're getting Cambodian voodoo. So that's I think. So
not even in the same.
No, not really
place.
From the real roots of voodoo. Now we're just in some ridiculous other territory. So it should be interesting. Some action adventure elements for sure. Some melodrama will be in store for tonight. All that good stuff. So I haven't seen this before all the way through. I don't know if I even started it or not, but I have it in a box set of public domain movies, and I just don't think I ever watched it. So
uncharted territory.
For me. Should be fun. I'm excited. Hope you guys are. Fresh, if you have it queued up.
I'm ready.
All right, then we're going to, without further ado, go ahead and get into Revolt of the Zombie. Zombies. Damn it. Zombies. Damn
Dang, I might have lost the zombies.
Damn. You're already down for the count.
Yep. Evan's out. 10 seconds in. I'm out. So this was, again, made by the Halperin brothers, who did White Zombie, directed and produced White Zombie. And they wanted Lugosi to be in
MacDonald.
Old Max Donald.
So this is also like
the World War.
Yeah, this is World
Little
War
did they
I.
know.
Yeah, they did not know. I mean, this was only like 4 or 5 years before World War II. Regiment of French Cambodians from the vicinity of the lost city of Angkor arrived on the Franco-Austrian front.
Weird.
No, Captain Luke.
So
Your
this
splendid
is
service as an
completely
interpreter
different.
is
Then.
appreciated. But
Complete.
when you try to tell me stories of mesmerism, occultism, men without souls, hordes of supermen capable of annihilating armies of trained men, you make me wonder which of us is sane.
General, I dare say I failed in my presentation of the facts.
No, not facts, but the ravings of a mad Cambodian priest. No, Luke, it's too fantastic. Read that last.
To General Headquarters, Austrians bringing up veteran shock troops.
One moment. I wish I could believe in your robots. I could use several regiments of them right now. That's all.
Robots?
That's what it sounded
Robots?
like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Did you know they had robots in World War I?
Would have been a very exciting war.
You don't have to tell me you failed on one. I can read your emotions in your face just as easily as you read the dead languages.
You can't find a language in which to convince General Duval.
No, the chances are you apologized, stammered, He barked, and you retreated without firing a shot.
Wish I had your assurance. Faculty of knowing your objective and driving straight at it.
Well, that's simple. Just impress the other fellows you know more than he does.
It has been called ego, Cliff.
Oh, yes, but I like the American phrase better. Intestinal fortitude.
Don't rub it in.
Intestinal fortitude.
You know, I admire your knowledge and you envy my ego. Well,
that used to be.
I'll
like
take
a
half your
comment.
knowledge and you take half my ego, and we'll have two smart men.
Like,
yeah.
How much of this high priest story?
Yeah, it used to be a commentary. Intestinal
Well,
fortitude.
black magic. Call it superstition.
That means you can eat like hot sauce.
But I don't believe that you can turn
Watch
human
this
beings
man
into
eat
automatons, or
50
you call
hot
them
dogs.
zombies.
in 10 minutes.
He's got a lot of
His
that
intestinal fortitude.
Science does. It's an established fact
That,
the last of the race lives by the laws of
Joey
telepathy.
Chestnut.
Their
That's what they
knowledge,
say
their
about him.
rituals,
They say that
they're
man's
guarded by
got
just such priests as
intestinal
this man
fortitude.
Tio.
All right, I'll buy your driver medal telegraphist, but I'll not buy your robots.
Now look, Cliff. Tiong here comes from Angkor, where according to their legends, Angkor was built by these robots. Thousands of tireless, feelingless human machines.
Yes, I know, and they call them
Controlled and
So they
directed
are
mentally
calling
by
them
their
robots.
priest king.
Yes, and Tiong here is the last descendant of that priest king and the only man alive that knows the secret of the zombies.
Tiang.
Zombie robots.
Bakan oi tava. Bakan am tiang. Nya oi tang tonei.
I don't believe a word of it.
He says that the general keeps his ears in the ground like the ears of a corpse. That he'll not listen to the words of wisdom.
What does he want to do? Get the general some earphones?
Eva pry.
Comedian over here.
Shang vatoi akipuila. Tiong still insists his gods say he must create zombie soldiers. He says he'll show us how a handful of zombies can take an entire enemy trench.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Demonstration.
Oh shit. Those eyes look familiar to you because they belong to Bela Lugosi.
Wow.
And that's how Lugosi appears in tonight's film. His eyes get superimposed.
Does that count as a cameo?
Starring Bela Lugosi's eyes.
Technically, it does. It's Bela Lugosi's eyes. Oh my god. Ah.
Oh, what?
I guess those are bullet holes. Trapped like rats. That was like the...
There was no energy in that
Yeah,
war
there was
scene.
absolutely no energy in that battle scene at all.
In the name of humanity,
Some sound effects
you must
probably
not go
would've
further
helped,
with your
you
experiment.
know?
Something.
Some bombs whistling and
It may mean
some screaming would have
Yeah,
helped.
yeah, something.
It was just stomping around on the set. Like you could hear the hollow floor.
Responsibility is not ours. It is that of a fanatical Oriental
Dung, dung, dung.
attached to our Cambodian contingent. We have already placed the man under arrest. His experiment ends with that.
I thank you, sir. I shall be glad to return with that.
I guess it's a war crime to use zombie soldiers in battle.
Is it?
I don't think it's written down, though.
It's not in the Geneva Convention. It's not in the rules.
Then we
It
are
doesn't
agreed that
technically
since
say
the
we
priest
can't use
Leon
zombies.
refuses to reveal his secret. He is a
It's
menace
frowned
so
upon,
powerful
but
that he must be
it
confined
doesn't
where he never
explicitly
again
say anything
can
about
use his
not
occult knowledge.
using zombies.
Quite right, General.
Right?
I suppose so.
Is that Jafar?
Looks like Jafar. With the lisp.
And the fucking pencil mustache.
Apparently he's not moved this man.
He understands it means solitary confinement?
Yes, sir, and he still refuses.
Then inform him that we are forced to carry through the sentence of solitary confinement for life.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So if Lugosi actually would have been
Popcorn
cast
employee.
in this movie, which
Mom.
they wanted him to be, I don't know
Used to be
if he
confined to
would
his
be
quarters,
that.
pending
He'd
his
probably
removal
be
to
that
military
guy,
prison.
you would
Yes,
think.
sir.
One down.
kind of looks Lugosi-ish.
Dude, Jafar? He would have been the
Yeah,
guy.
Jafar.
Yeah.
Jafar.
This is great value Lugosi.
Yeah.
Great value Lugosi. Yeah. Lugosi at home. Whoa. What? Is he gonna get stabbed? Stab him. Can't do a Chekhov's knife thing. Okay, here we go.
What is it?
Ah!
There's not very many like sound effects in this movie.
No, their
Not a
budget
lot of
must,
audio.
must have not really been very high when it came to audio.
Yeah, it definitely would have been Lugosi though.
Yeah, it must. That seems like that would be the role that he would play. I guess he's stealing whatever's on this cloth. Oh, okay, yes, I know everything that this says.
Look at his eyes. He's trying.
He's trying to Lugosi it.
He looks like he's forcing it.
Gentlemen,
He's definitely
Priest
forcing it.
Young was murdered. Murdered by someone who did not want the Allies to benefit by his power to create robot soldiers. Or perhaps by someone who tried to take the kingdom and become
Robot
the greatest
soldiers.
force in the world.
Robots, it's normal now to him.
When dealing with these Orientals, you deal with fatalists. Death to them
Oh, wow.
is a transition to a better life.
That might be a
Thoroughly
yikes.
understandable.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get some very imperialist yikes
So I
up in
believe.
here.
And it could only be in one of the temples
I mean, we're in
of Angkor.
We're gonna be
And we
in.
must
It's
find it.
French
When this war
Cambodia
ends, our
at the
duties will not
time.
end with it.
That's to
That's
tell
not
you
real.
anything about
And ask that each of you bring it to
imperialism.
the attention of your government. Urge them to sponsor jointly an expedition to the lost city of Angkor. And for general appearances, let it be a private expedition. Find
Did
the
France
secret of the
occupy
zombies,
Cambodia?
Yeah,
Destroy it.
Oh, I did not know that.
yeah. Job, when I told him it was in Cambodia, he was like, "Oh, French Cambodia!" Like immediately, like knew what was gonna be going on in this movie.
That's so cool.
History buff, man.
If you'll permit me to say,
I'm just regular buff.
I think we've accomplished a good deal. It took years to make.
You know me,
Angkor what
I
it
just
is.
enjoy
Certainly,
being a
we can't
regular
expect it to involve your stick with us in just a few months.
I'm just
but
buff,
it's all
dude.
cost.
Darling, Mr. Mack, how do you like me in this helmet?
My dear Claire, I like you in anything.
I love the backgrounds on this movie, dude.
Yeah,
I think I look awful in it.
So do I.
There's no way that could be.
Now, Daddy, this is the time.
Now they
for
did
you to
actually
Yeah.
shoot some stuff for this movie
Maybe
on
someday
location
I'll
in
say something that meets
Cambodia,
with your approval.
but I don't know that this was one of them.
Monsieur Luke, how do you like me in it?
In what?
This hat, copper. This.
This
I
hat.
think you're beautiful.
Flink.
Yeah. You're more than gallant.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, now you've spoiled it.
Is this the discussion of business, or are we playing charades?
Proceed, gentlemen. I'll take the minutes at the
Now,
beginning.
Claire, now here,
I love how not fun men are in these
You're
old.
late.
I know they're shooting down
Oh,
the
you
women
were?
and
Yes.
Well,
know.
that's interesting.
with
Yeah.
their mustaches.
Stop all this
and
fucking
hands,
lollygagging.
Yeah.
Well, he made some
Yelling
alibi
at
for you.
everybody,
There's work to do.
But I have a habit of handling my
fussing
own
at
affairs.
people, treating
I'm
everybody
looking
like the
things
hell.
over today.
Well, I'll be pleased to accompany you. Perhaps Mademoiselle Duval will permit me to...
Thank you, monsieur. I've made my arrangements. Monsieur Luke has consented to act as my guide.
I see.
In an hour, Monsieur Luke.
Thank you, Mademoiselle Duval.
That's
None whatever. So he promised
God,
to
these
give up
these
his
are
power,
weird.
release his
Like
subjects.
they're not dissolved. It's like it fades out and then it
that's
hard
my
cuts
idea
in
of
the
a man
next
in
shot.
love.
It's
It's
like
a
really
hybrid.
weird.
They're trying their best.
They're trying their
It's a full
best.
translation of the legend.
Would you have given up all that power for Ender?
I shall never have power, and I've never known love.
Well, power's not so important. When you are in love with old stones and pieces of pottery. Well, perhaps you're lucky. Who's that?
Oh, that's Cliff Grayson. He's one of our best men here.
Uh-huh.
What?
I'm hungry. Let's go back to camp.
All right, let's do.
We got a love triangle.
Is that what is going on?
What did
She.
you say his name was?
Jakob Varman.
Oh, no, I mean him.
Yeah, I think so.
Cliff Grayson.
Yep, you're right. Is this? No, that's not where my break comes in, is it?
Nope.
Okay, good. I didn't think so.
I thought for a while she was in love with you.
That shows what imagination can do.
I could have understood that.
Why?
Way down at the tent, just smoking one,
so
dude.
much more
Yeah.
behind.
Fucking beat from looking
There
at
goes that
rocks on
inferiority
it.
complex
Fuck.
I'm fucking beat.
Fucking beat.
I hope you do.
Loosens his
Hot
tie
out
up.
here,
What was it
bro.
you said once about
Why are we wearing
anything
these heavy
right,
silk
rough it, stick it out
pajamas?
over
Why do I
don't
have 2 blankets?
You're ruthless.
I've only
You're
got
all
2
Yeah.
heavy wool
Get your
blankets.
objective, take it, and hold it.
Why am I so hot?
Only a fight could do that. Well, perhaps not.
Good night.
But the man that
I'll wake you up by getting on this typewriter that's right beside the bed.
Fucking white people, am I right?
This guy in the front's bricked up, dude.
Fully torqued. With this dance, I curse you. I curse you all.
They're like, haha, we don't know what she's saying, but she's so hot.
I'm mesmerized. What are they gonna clap? Please clap.
Come on. Can you interpret that dance?
Well, I hardly know. Dance is centuries old, I expect.
Yes, but the wiggle's always the same.
What?
Wiggle.
That's a traditional wedding dance.
All right.
You know, she had a nice
What do we say?
understanding of the dance.
She had a
Now,
nice.
Father, that girl is my discovery.
This engagement party would not be complete without hearing from the lucky man. On your feet, lads. Let's see you rise to the occasion.
Everything's so washed out
Wait,
on
what
these
even
close-ups.
happened? So they're engaged?
I guess.
I fucking missed that.
Yeah.
I hardly know what to say.
No, I don't think you missed it. I
No
think
man
they just
hardly knows
didn't
what to
It's
say.
ever
just
say it.
Situation like
Set that up.
that. Well, I presume we all say just about the same thing, so as trite as it is, may I say, I am the most fortunate man in the world.
No, you're not, bro. She's cheating on you. This guy. What? Oh,
Ah.
come on.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I must be overcome by Armand's emotions.
I'm sorry. I
Well,
must be
I-
overcome, but I'm so flustered, as you can tell.
I know what I'm supposed to
I'm so
say.
overcome by
I'm
my
sorry, I must be-
anger.
What father does when...
I'm just so joyful and upset and happy all at the same time.
I've said the right thing at last. I'm improving.
Mr. Grayson, you were about to say something, were you not?
No, General. Like you, I prefer to listen.
I'm just gonna play with this broken glass in my hand.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm just gonna pick up another. You got another
I
one
wish
for
you
me
all
ready,
the
right?
happiness
Okay,
that You
perfect.
deserve.
Yeah, definitely a love triangle going on here.
That was scathing. There was a lot of judgment in that line.
It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't
Always
it?
wondering where the next piece goes.
Isn't it?
First thing we know, Claire, you'll be a puzzle jigger like us with a
Isn't
sieve
it?
and a shovel.
Who knows? I might be the one who finds the secret of hypnotizing subjects. I know certain people I'd use it on.
What?
What?
Whoa.
You tell us if you find the
Jeez,
secret.
all right. She's over here
Won't have to.
making sex
Woman isn't supposed to
slaves.
keep a secret, is she?
She a freak.
She definitely a freak, dude. She can't even contain herself to one man. Wait, what?
I don't know what a manifesto is.
Is he like marking in his hair, painting his hair? Why?
Scheme for a gentleman's hair.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Oh,
Grayson!
Oh. Yeah, a little too close for comfort.
I can't understand it. I examined those ropes myself only this morning. Think you're badly hurt?
Only this morning.
I'm just no. We'll get you to the hospital tent.
What a great
This is
scene.
like an old version of The Room.
It is really
Yeah.
is. This
One thing
acting
I've
is
always admired
really
about
Just
still
no energy.
none at all.
The thing I've most admired
I
about
don't
you
understand. I examined the rope just.
Just this morning.
Cliff Grayson.
I've never had reason to question his loyalty either. Even now, he's an innocent victim, as I am.
I loved you.
What?
And I loved you.
So did he.
This guy's turned
Loved
into
it.
an incel. He's just blaming the woman. He's
Unless
pissed.
you had used me to excite his jealousy.
Exactly.
I
Classic.
suppose in your mind you can justify that.
A woman in love can justify anything.
Be ruthless. Ride roughshod over everything. Forget all sentiment. Decide upon what you want and get it, no matter whom it hurts. I've been told that was the thing to do. And now I find it's a woman's code, too. Well, I still admire your honesty.
Oh, I have a regret. I've hurt you.
I've hurt you.
You should have no regrets. If getting what you want is everything, there should be no regrets.
I'm not sure what I'm getting, but the last sip of that drink tasted like fruity
Aren't you being a
pebbles.
little ruthless?
Ooh, must be the
Yeah,
guava.
it must be. Maybe
Even
that's
though-
what they've been putting in the cereal all these
I
years.
shall always
That's
love
the
you.
secret to Fruity Pebbles, guava.
It's been made
We
somewhat
figured it out.
ridiculous, it's true, but still I love you.
Oh, I'd much rather.
I saw
be
a Fruity Pebbles
I
candy bar today.
Yeah,
things
I've been
so
seeing
easy.
Fruity Pebbles.
Had you done
They make
this
like a
to me,
Fruity
why
Pebbles
should you
syrup
do?
or something.
They're going wild with
For
the
no other
like the
reason
mashups
because of
nowadays.
They really, it's
Just
too
make
much.
Make a
you
Fruity
want
Pebbles
everything out of
strain.
everything.
I have no
Oh, they do make a Fruity Pebbles strain. Okay, I
Yeah.
believe that was
the
break right there. So
That was it, yeah.
Yay! I got it.
Where are you guys
right.
at?
Yay. So that takes us to
Where y'all stopped at?
We're here in the studio.
I am stopped at, I think it's 2055. I don't know. I've got it on the outline. But
I have it stopped a little bit later, but that's all right.
yeah, we stopped like right at the fade out, like right when it got to black. So
Right at the fade.
that's taken us the first 20 minutes of Revolt of the Zombies.
So
and
far, we've got a love triangle.
love triangle, which is, I guess, you know, not well acted, but moderately interesting. I'm interested.
I'm
to
very
see-
invested.
Yeah, we've got these two
Right.
like almost identical white dudes. One
very
is, like,
plain,
a
boring
little-
white dudes.
It's like the guy and like the slightly cooler guy. He's got like a
Right.
leather jacket.
Yeah, not much difference between them, and of course, we've got this suspicious looking Lugosi looking guy who hasn't really done very
Yeah.
much. He killed a dude, but outside of
Just
that,
one
really,
body.
hasn't really gotten very much screen time. Yeah, we've had one body. I guess we had some zombies earlier, right?
Yeah.
Some zombie soldiers.
Yeah, I think we were all wrong because we already saw like 5 or 6.
We did.
Yeah.
So we color us wrong. We were. Yeah, and I mean, and so
Yeah, in our face.
In our faces. I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting to see zombies within the first 5 minutes. So you got to give them credit where credit is due. Was it a very well executed scene? No. But still, the idea of zombie soldiers charging a trench is...
It's a cool idea.
It's a cool idea.
If they just didn't have the like community theater on it. Then...
No, they really didn't. And I mean, again, if we think back to White Zombie did not have the best acting in the world.
True.
Again, Lugosi kind of just, you know, he distracts from all the terrible, terrible qualities of White Zombie.
There is in both of these, at least so far, some pretty good like set work, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I think that there were some interesting touches, like when that guy got murdered by the Buddha statue, the way that was like lit and done. But I think, you know, for the most part, I'd say the sets are pretty bare bone. Seem more bare bones than, you know, the sets in White Zombie.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, no, I would.
And they're like
agree with
2
Fresh.
feet
Hold
deep.
on, I'll send that to. That's who he says that both guys in the movie. Look
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it.
Yeah, they both look like Don Draper in Mad Men. I would 100% agree with that. And so, you know, I mean, they're not the most exciting leads in the world, but again, much like White Zombie, you've got kind of a love triangle thing going on. So, you know, we're seeing some elements that are carrying over from film to film.
These directors have a style.
Yeah. Victor Halperin definitely has a style. It's not necessarily a good one. He didn't really... This was the last horror movie that he did, and then they didn't... I mean, he directed his last movie in, like, 1942. I mean, so he didn't really make too many movies. You know, they were early. Him and his brother were very early examples of independent filmmakers working in Hollywood. After they did White Zombie, they had a deal at Paramount for a little bit. And they did a horror movie there called Supernatural. And then they did this movie like 3 years after that, independent again. And there was a whole legal snafu with this movie, which I'll talk about a little more later. But it you know, it kind of, again, between White Zombie and this movie, you know, well, especially once the 40s hit, you had all these different zombie movies. You had I Walked with the Zombies, Zombies on Broadway, King of the Zombies, Revenge of the Zombies, all these different films where it's basically some form of voodoo, some form of, you know, imperialist, you know, colonialist, you know.
Well, back then it was just current events.
Yeah, I mean, essentially they're just kind of drawing from current events. And so you got a lot of, in the 40s, especially post-World War II, kind of a lot of, you started to get varying examples. Again, tonight's film, we're in Cambodia, and White Zombie, where we were in Haiti. And so basically up before Night of the Living Dead, most zombie movies kind of revolve around those elements of, it's some kind of mind control based off a ritual, some kind of magic ritual based on either some exotic locale or some kind of cult or religion or something. And there's usually some evil guy at the, you know, or scientist or somebody at the head of it all. And so you had this pretty much until Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead is when you got, okay, zombies are these cannibals that are, you know, infected by some, you know, disease that causes them to come back to life. And It's very different from the whole mind control thing, but most zombie movies were mind control.
Do you think that when Night of the Living Dead came out, there were a lot of people who were like, that's not zombies. That's not how zombies work.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And like, I was looking on message boards for facts about tonight's film, and you had people that were like, I like when zombie movies were like this, and not when zombies got turned to cannibals because
They
of Night of the
ruined
Living
zombies.
Dead.
Where did this even come from?
Right. They're like, they're pissed about it, and it's older people, of course. And I'm sure back in the day you had people that were like, oh, this just really has, I don't even know. And, well, to be fair, George Romero did not use the word zombie to describe the creatures in Night of the Living Dead. He called them ghouls.
Right.
He called them flesh eaters, but he never used the word zombie. That really came about with Dawn of the Dead in 78. I can't remember what year Dawn of the Dead was, but Dawn of the Dead, I think, was where the word zombie really started to get thrown in. But before that, I mean, zombie was very much mind control, ritual, magic.
A zombie and a ghoul were
very
different things.
Two different things, entirely different things. And so the two trailers that we're going to see are for some later zombie films that it's before Night of the Living Dead, but it's, well after this film. It's two color films. They're both, I guess, the earliest zombie movies in color, which that was the facts that I found about them. The first trailer is for a movie called The Dead One from 1961. And I think it was shot in New Orleans, and I haven't seen it, hadn't heard about it before I was trying to find trailers. But it looks interesting enough. And then the second trailer is for a British film called Dr. Blood's Coffin, which is a little more, takes the more mad scientist approach with the zombie, with the whole zombie thing, which is, a little rare.
What did you say it was called?
Dr. Blood's Coffin.
The coffin of Dr. Blood.
Yeah. No, Evan. Dr. Blood's coffin. He's got a nasty cough. Dr. Blood caught the COVIDs.
He's got COPD.
Yes, he's got the pulmonary. Yep, that's what it is. You would think that because he was a doctor that he would know better, but apparently not. So.
Not Dr. Blood, it's Dr. Blood.
Dr. Blood's coffin. Dr. Blood's a coffin over here. Yes, so we're going to see the trailer for these two zombie movies, and then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting middle of Revolt of the Zombies.
where there was death.
Hazel Court as Linda, who watches a man become a monster before her frightened eyes.
I think we ought to go back.
No, you're going to stay here, locked away with me forever.
Oh, Peter, you scare me.
I'm serious. You must remain within these dank walls for all eternity.
Ian Hunter is the father who unknowingly helps to destroy his own son.
Did you find out what was in that needle? Strychnos toxifera. Communicol curare.
Dr. Blood's Coffin, the gripping drama of a man who calls on the power of the devil to satisfy his insatiable lust for the secrets of life and death.
Yes. I've done it. But I wanted to create something worthwhile.
You haven't brought Steve Parker back to life. This is something from hell.
And we are back. Sorry. Yes, we are back with about to get into the exciting middle of Revolt of the Zombies. Apologies for the audio there.
What audio?
Let me tell you, the whole reason that we were late getting started tonight was because the audio on my Streamlabs has decided to be funky as hell. So, but yeah, it's, you know, laying
That's how
down
funky it is.
sick, funky, some funky jams. So it's keeping me on my toes, needless to say. But thank you for bearing with us through that. Those were the trailers for, again, not that you could hear. I'll just put the audio in when it's on YouTube. So you won't even notice if you're watching us now on YouTube. You won't even know what I'm talking about.
Later.
Right. So, again, that's the zombie movie from White Zombie to Night of the Living Dead, which is a span of about 35-36 years. It didn't really change very much as far as, you know, what do we call it, you know, in pop culture. And again, Night of the Living Dead and then to Dawn of the Dead is once you really have, okay, this is now zombie movies have transitioned from being about rituals, being about voodoo, being about, you know, whatever the traditional kind of actual legends are, which they got far away from the actual traditions of voodoo. You know, they were never even close to begin with. You know, it's all white American bastardizations of all these, you know, these rituals and these things from other countries, because that was the, you know, that was what you did back in the day. It was just exploitation. That's what colonialism and imperialism is all about. So, but, you know, I mean, at least we can shine a light on these things, you know. It is, again, strange to be watching a zombie movie that is taking place in Cambodia, I will say, which, again,
I wouldn't have guessed. You know, whenever you said spiritual sequel to White Zombie, I thought we would still be in the Caribbean.
Right, in Haiti.
In Haiti.
No, not even a mention of Haiti. Pretty much staying exclusively in Cambodia, which, again, it's the kind of that idea of the universal quality of what a zombie is, that it isn't necessarily restricted by its cultural origins. It is kind of a worldwide concept across every country and culture. So it's interesting, you know, because now we live in a world where everybody knows what a zombie.
Everybody knows what a zombie is.
I should say that everybody's on the same page about what a zombie is. Like, now what actually, again, Because here we're talking about the difference between a cannibal, flesh-eating zombie and, a zombie created through ritual that is just kind of a walking...
A robot.
Robot. Essentially, yes.
Essentially.
Which, hey, they're not mincing words here. They are mincing words. They're using robot and zombie interchangeably, which... If it was a modern movie, this would be very confusing. You'd be like, okay, so when are the robots coming in? I want to see some robots fighting some zombies. And unfortunately, we don't ever know.
Was there ever a movie in the 50s called Robots versus Zombies?
Robots versus Zombies? No, and if they haven't done it yet, then we claimed it, Robots versus Zombies. This just sounds like it should have been done by now.
How has nobody jumped on this?
I mean, it's, again, you had some very strange robot movies in the 50s, like Robot Monster, which is where it's like the robot monster is basically, it's one of those gorilla costumes, like in an Ape Corps movie, but with like a helmet with antennas on it, and that's the robot part. But he's a space alien. So that's a whole, don't even get me started on fucking weird-ass monsters from the 50s. I could go on. But no robots here. So if you hear it again, if they say robots again, please don't get your hopes up. Again, no guarantees here, but I'm guaranteeing that there are no robots.
Yeah, if you want a robot, you got to tune in on Wednesday.
Yes. On Wednesday, I can absolutely guarantee that you'll see a robot. Granted, if it's anything like last week where he loafed super hard, the robot
really
I've never seen the robot drop the ball.
He kind of phoned it in.
It was pretty horrible. It was underwhelming. The whole, I think I've just got started off on the wrong foot with that episode because they didn't show the amazing cliffhanger.
Right, yeah.
But I think that they knew that you would immediately question that nobody could survive from a boat crash like that. So
they realized they couldn't actually. They were hoping that you didn't watch the last episode.
I mean, maybe they won't see how this boat got blown to smithereens when it crashed into a channel marker.
Everybody just jumped out at the last second.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how these cliffhangers work. Which, if you don't know what we're talking about the Phantom Creeps, which we watch. It's a serial that we watch on Wednesdays, and you can catch those on our YouTube page. Quick plug
on ourselves.
Yeah, we're getting to the tail end of that finally, which that's where you can get your robot action. Until then, we're gonna be bringing you all the old school zombie action that we can before we get to Night of the Living Dead, which we will eventually show on this show. But I'm trying to hold off. Trying to give us a base of how terrible zombie movies were for about 30 years.
Gotta get the historical context.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, again, White Zombie was pretty much the start. This is 4 years after that. So we had some zombies in the first part of the film. I don't know if we'll have any in the middle. We'll see. I imagine that we're gonna be getting a lot on this love triangle. So we'll see.
We'll see how much oxygen this sucks out of the movie.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a perfect way to put it, Evan. How much oxygen does this suck out of the proceedings? Probably a lot. But I'm sure we'll have plenty of fun making fun of it. So, Fresh, Evan, anything before we get it back into it?
Yeah, fuck EA, dude.
Yes, I want you to keep reiterating. And if you find any new information, about EA, please let us know mid-movie. I want to hear.
Well, obviously,
you got to give us the latest. This is an ongoing.
I figured out where their headquarters are. It's Redwoods, California. If you guys want to go pick it, go do your thing. I'll get in my car as soon as the stream's over, and I'm headed there.
Didn't EA just like announce last week that they were going to like remove access for a bunch of their old games that everybody?
No, it was Ubisoft.
Okay, it's Ubisoft. Okay,
Yeah, good point, Evan. Fuck Ubisoft too. Yeah.
Another industry bad.
Fresh, didn't you make a video about
how bad Ubisoft is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
Not about that. This is a more recent thing. They basically, even if you own the game, you can't play it anymore.
They've stolen the game back.
So you're telling me that even after the last thing, they've just gotten even worse as far as like doing things to piss people off.
This is why we need to support our independent game devs. All right.
Hey, we are all about the independent artists here on the Scream Stream. Again, tonight's film is an independent film. There's a reason, you know.
Can we plug independent games on this show?
Please plug independent games on this show. What was it? I was reading about
Fresh. Plug an independent developer.
Yeah, you got
independent developer. Face Punch is probably the best independent developer.
Okay.
There we go. You heard it here.
They make Rust. Their main dev created Gary's mod, and now they're working on a game called Sandbox, which is fucking fire. Yep.
Nice.
I want to give a shout out to this little known kind of underground developer, Nintendo.
Oh God, get out!
I don't know if you've heard of them.
Get out, Evan.
Yeah, I saw something. There was something that it was a video game that is. It's not a public domain video game. It's a different word. It's not. Is it not abandonware, but like software that is like not.
I mean, abandonware is a thing.
Is that? I think
it sounds like abandonware.
There was some kind of game or some kind of abandonware. It was some kind of horror movie or some kind of something. I can't remember. Well, I saw it this week, and I was like,
That's a good point that you just made.
I know I can't even remember what the fucking game was called, but it was cool. It was some kind of weird.
Yeah, if it's not technically public domain, but they're not enforcing the copyright anymore, it's abandonware. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I saw. It's not public domain, but it's more just like nobody's really enforcing anything, but the creators still have copyright over it. I'm gonna figure out what this was.
What kind of game was it?
It was like a movie. It was some god dang. Oh, I can't even remember. I don't even have the time. I can't find it.
It was Polar Express for the PS2.
Yeah, that's what it was. Polar Express. Right. Of course.
You're thinking about Sonic, I think.
Yeah. Right, because that's a movie now.
Yeah, it's a movie game.
A movie game with Jim Carrey, right?
You can play as Jim Carrey for $5.99.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's the way that that's the way the world works now, as we've already discussed. You're just gonna pay for every little thing.
EA. Yeah.
Fuck EA. Yes. All right. Well, I think on that note, we're gonna. I don't really have a good segue. I just
Let's just start it up.
Fuck EA, yeah, and I think
fuck EA, no segue.
Fresh
back into the movie.
You got it queued up, then
count me down.
All right, then here we go. Base headquarters of the expedition at
Phnom Penh.
I'm just not gonna try.
Nope.
This place.
This is some good set design. Okay,
yeah, I mean, I keep thinking, some of these sets are.
It's not bad.
There's, certainly a lot that's gone into them at least. I think this might be the first garnished drink we've had.
I only have my wages garnished.
Oh yeah, just that's my favorite garnish to use.
I lost too much on DraftKings.
I bought a bunch of Bitcoin on margin, like back in March.
Yeah, now they want their money back.
Yeah, Evan, I do like having like a garnish like this in the drink.
It does kind of make a difference.
It does.
Hey Garrett.
What?
Was it like a movie video game where it was like half animated, half like real video kind of thing?
No, I think it was like this was like super old, like where it's like boxes, everything's like squares and.
Yeah, Dracula the video game.
It's probably he's thinking about Undertale.
No, it was an actual. It was a horror movie.
I thought you were gonna say no. It's an actual game.
Yeah.
Can't for the life of me remember what it was.
Throwing shade at Undertale.
Oh, you're thinking about Pong.
No.
Yeah, if we're shouting out indie game developers, Undertale.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna find this.
You're thinking of Castlevania, dude.
No, I'm not thinking of Castlevania.
Thinking of Mario Party 3.
That's got Dracula.
No. Hold on, I'm gonna find this.
Ambassador to the Khmer Kingdom of Angkor, witnessed a strange ceremony, which...
Hold on. Son of a bitch.
Strange ceremony.
Can't find it.
Fools. Under our very noses. The ceremony. The zombie ceremony.
He said it.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't an overdub later to fill the audience in. What's going on? What did he figure out? It's the zombie ceremony.
Oh, Garrett, you're thinking of Half-Life.
No, not you.
Do not go to Angkor.
Why not?
You're thinking of Harry Potter for the PS1.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Hobbit game for GameCube.
For very old religious custom, because they're glad you all go away. Very dangerous to go back.
You're thinking
of Shrek Super Slam.
No, stop.
You said it was blocky.
No.
Get it.
Oh, no, it wasn't a horror movie. I was wrong. It was Death Wish 3. There's a Death Wish 3 video game. That's what it is.
Huh.
Yes.
That's who I want to play as. Fucking
Because Death Wish 3 is, it's one of my guilty pleasures, favorite movies. It's not very good.
Death Wish 3. Oh, there is a game. Nice. It looks so bad.
What do you have? Some kind of Death Wish 3?
If you haven't seen Death Wish 3, it may still be on Tubi. Watch it while you can. It is
I haven't seen any of them.
I think I've only seen
Just
one.
skip the other ones and watch Death Wish 3. It doesn't matter.
But how am I gonna understand it if I haven't seen the first two?
Need to, he's a vigilante, and his wife and his daughter got killed in the past film.
I didn't realize that there was more than one.
Oh, there's 5, dude.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he was really old.
Wow, so he just never dies,
He just
huh?
keeps being a vigilante.
Yeah, man. He cleans up, dude. That's why 3 he cleans up the most. That's why 3 is so much fun, dude. But it is like really right wing kind of way, in a way. It's also shot in England in some bits, so England is doubling for New York City, which is kind of funny. It's a Canon film. If you know anything about the Canon Film Group, they did some ridiculously cheesy films in the 80s.
Well, it's kind of his thing, right?
Canon
He's got
Group.
a Canon.
Canon did these cheap movies that ended up making a lot of money, and like they were making comic book movies before they were popular. They like picked up the Superman franchise and did Superman 4: A Quest for Peace, which is considered the worst because they didn't have the money for the special effects. So like the special
Isn't
effects.
that the one where they throw the cellophane at the dude and it
No,
like,
that's
takes him
the
down?
second one. That's in Superman. That's in the Superman 2. The cellophane mess.
The swap.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
I
the
need to
one where
watch
they
this
CGI
banger.
his mustache off?
Don't you love that? Whoa, what is happening here? Is
He's
he walking on a
He's
treadmill?
stepping.
Oh my
Look
god,
at this guy's
stepping.
He's making the steps.
Perspective, guys. Perspective.
That's great.
If I move my arms and I walk in place.
They actually had to get in the water, though.
They did. I don't understand why they didn't just...
We can't get the camera that close.
I don't know.
I love it, dude.
You guys know
I
how to
love
walk, right?
He's not even in the water in this.
No.
Yeah, no.
The angle is completely off.
His arms.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
I am walking.
This whole
It's
scene.
like panning.
Do you think they like? I don't know.
Oh, it's just so bad.
Did this look good back in the day?
No,
or-
no, this looked horrible. If they could do that, they should have just gotten in the water with them and walked around. Why spend the
Yeah,
time?
they filmed the water separately for some reason.
and decided to do it rear projection. It just doesn't make sense. Not when you could do like that. I mean, I know they couldn't really do it handheld, but they could have found a way to build a dolly and like do a track. Oh, sorry.
Flipping the switches.
Yeah, playing with things.
What does this do? Oh god.
What does this button do?
That's the statue that kills you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't. Are those swords and shit like all?
Just like the picture.
Well, I mean, if you have like 8 arms, one of them probably will be carrying a sword.
Should have
right?
a weapon. You should be armed.
I think that's just law of probability.
Right.
Oh, he's got a bunch of. I think that guy's in Mortal Kombat. All the arms.
What? I mean, what was the?
There's actually like a Myst-style puzzle to be solved here.
I guess so. Intricate.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This is a puzzle game now. You must bring me blue pages.
I honestly, fresh, do not know where my break is supposed to come
I
in
can't
at,
translate
so,
that. Where's Luke?
Oh shit! I had it up.
Right in the middle of this important translation, he disappears into thin air. None of you.
Oh, we're not there yet. 42-14.
You are able to offer an explanation. I have discipline in this organization.
What is that? What is that? Whoa, 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 whoa! What is that costume?
That's like when Quagmire has the hat on and doesn't want to.
What do you guys think of my new hat?
I want you all to comment on it, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to prompt you.
No one's talking to him, and he's just like, yeah, but about this hat.
You are incapable of thought. Did I give you permission to go to Anchor for 2 days while your work here, insignificant as it is?
The guy at the store said,
while
"I'm the only one he's ever seen pull it off."
I will not tolerate it.
You're right, it is. It's a damn flashes situation.
What's that?
Expedition. You agree to abide by
The
your
guy at the
thoughts.
store said I'm the only one he's ever seen
You are
pull this
dismissed.
off.
You will be provided with transportation
Oh,
on
yeah.
How
the
much
next
did it
steamer
cost?
leaving Saigon.
But, Doctor...
Good day, sir.
You can't ask me that. It's illegal for you to ask me that.
Have you seen Brian's new hat? What is he making? Oh, is this some kind of zombie powder?
He seemed like he was on one the last time we saw this guy, so he's making something.
But fuck it, I'm on one. That's about to start playing.
Una. Una. Sit down. There.
I do not like this dynamic.
Yeah.
No, it's
Una, the white man's ways have ever been strange to you of the East. To me, they are strange, too. But I've discovered that he who would succeed must disregard all sentiment, decide upon his objective, and drive straight to it.
Uh-oh.
Yes, but therein lies success.
Oh, God.
Una,
He just said, hey, this is that white people shit.
I think that's
the great king of the communities.
I think that's gonna be
Are we over the threshold? Is
a
that
big fat yikes. I think we can go ahead and give it a yikes. Yeah,
This seems a little
it's
yikesy.
a little definitely yikes.
If I succeed with you,
It's like, all right,
I will have acquired a knowledge
let me take
that
this.
will make me the most
This person
important
that
man in the
I
world.
feel is, you know, at my disposal to do whatever I ask him to do. He's not gonna ask any questions.
Uh-oh. So what happens if that... I mean, the smoke is just gonna fill the room. Like, what happens if you get secondhand zombie smoke?
Doesn't seem to be too worried about it, apparently.
Simon says lower your arms.
Right, he forgot the magic words, of course. He fucking killed him.
Acting. And that's how I got into Juilliard.
There we go.
So why isn't Bela Lugosi in this?
I don't. It was announced that he was going to be in the film, and then he wasn't.
Technically correct.
Technically correct. He's technically in it.
Oh, master.
We see his eyes.
Can you think?
Bela Lugosi's eyes.
Except
His writer said he needed a certain amount of more. Couldn't put it properly.
Right. They didn't have the morphine budget that. No.
That he's used to.
I mean, I don't know why.
Armand, you're a different man.
Lugosi
There's no indecision in you
wasn't
these
in
days,
this.
You have an authority about you. It's quiet, but one senses it. Like a man who had suddenly found...
The real question I have is if they're not going to put him in it, why are his eyes in it?
Are they meant to be Jafar's eyes?
It's meant to kind of signify like, oh, zombie.
No longer question.
This person's a zombie.
We got a zombie
We got
alert.
a zombie here.
There's always one danger of overdoing it.
And so
And that's worse than not doing it
that
at all.
created a whole series of
McDonald, you're the
problems
one man to
for
whom
the
I'm
filmmakers
grateful. You're my
because
I always believed in you, lad.
I know you did.
If you hadn't said
they
what
had
you
no
have,
problem
I wouldn't believe
exploiting the fact that
I liked you for the way you stood
they
on your
had made
feet.
White Zombie
Another man
and
had
kind
the
of
good luck
using
that you
tenuous
deserved.
connections to say this is related to
Wasn't
White
for
Zombie.
me.
That's the way to look at it.
But the people who
Peter
financed White
Randall,
Zombie did not
he's a
feel the
good lad.
same way, and they
And
said in
we'll all
our
be reading
contract,
Rabbit in another 2 weeks.
we had exclusive rights to the word zombie, and you cannot call your film Revolt of the Zombies. Like, you can't use the word zombie in your title. So they filed a lawsuit, and there was it was a company called Amusement Securities, and they had financed White Zombie. I think they're part of the reason it was in the public domain, or went in the public domain. But they filed a lawsuit for this movie, against this movie, won, and it was called Revolt of the Demons in some places. Should have called it Revolt of the Robots.
Yeah, they're kind of all over the map here. The robots.
Wait, what is the eye roll? What's the eye roll for? S-Sync?
Probably at all of it. Probably at,
The whole movie, yeah.
The whole movie.
If that's the case, I agree.
Again, man, there's so much worse movies than
Monsieur
tonight's
Grace,
film.
come here.
We haven't even gotten to yet.
Have I said anything I shouldn't, lad?
But yeah, this is, your classic slow plotting 30s film.
You will proceed at once to East Tower. Report to Colonel Lamont, in charge of our survey in that district. Bring back his confidential findings.
I guess he's zombified?
Yes, sir. I appreciate the confidence you place in me, sir, but isn't this rather an unexpected mission?
Juilliard!
No,
Yes,
Juilliard.
yes, exactly. That's exactly what Evan said.
Not the knees.
Okay.
Not the knees.
But our duties come...
No, that's what the eye roll was for, I think. She said.
Your mother loved the morphine. She really did.
She really did.
I didn't become a doctor to play God. If you don't know what we're referencing out there, it's a little Netflix special one-off, whatever you want to call it, called Frankenstein's Monster Frankenstein, which is just so much fun.
It's a treat.
It's
Stupid
a real
name.
treat. I love love it.
As your poet Bobby Burns has said,
Bobby Burns. Bobby Burns. I know.
He sells used cars downtown.
Right. Is that the break fresh?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no, you're good. No, we got right at it. That was perfect. So.
Are you on the blank?
Yeah, I maybe got right after it. Like it had done. It was like a wipe. Was it a wipe?
It was a wipe.
Yeah, they finally got enough money to do a wipe.
Finally, instead of the hard jump
their whole
cuts.
budget on this.
The wipe. They could afford the wipe machine for this.
Yeah, it was, the back half of the movie, for whatever reason, they said, okay, now we've got it in the budget to do the wipes. So
back half. That's a snap back. That's a fat track. When I laugh, that's no laugh track.
Because he.
This ain't no
facts.
Big Bang. Wait, what? What Evan say?
I said because he raps facts.
You know what?
My God.
S-Sync, I'm gonna take umbrage with you saying that it's the worst, that Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's the worst thing David Harbour's ever done. I disagree. Probably the best thing that he's ever done.
I think so.
If anything, it is. Again, if like Fresh. If you are the kind of person that you saw the drunk Orson Welles wine commercial and you loved it, then you would love.
I tried to watch it. I hated it.
You would love Frankenstein's Monster Frankenstein because it is essentially.
No, I hate it.
He just said he hated it.
It's just
I hate it.
It's essentially David Harbour playing like an Orson Welles type. Yeah. And it's just
it's just so absurd.
It's so absurd. Like the mockumentary stuff is absurd, but so is the actual like television play.
Right. I read a review of it, and like they said something along the lines of, you're better off not trying to make sense of any of it because it just doesn't make any sense.
I think that's a good way to put it. You can't make sense of it. Like the guy who plays Doc Ock in the Spider-Man movies, he's in it for like literally like 2 cameo. Like he like busts in through a bookcase or something at one point.
Captain,
he's
right?
the sea captain. He's just like
spray of the salt.
But then outside the show in the mockumentary, he's got a show called The Actor's Trunk, remember?
Right.
And it's and the chick's got a frying pan, and you can see like from he's dead. My son is dead. I'm sorry, I know I'm referencing something. If you don't know, then it's like, what the fuck? And S-Sync hates it, but just go watch it. It is comedy gold.
I was not a fan.
Yeah. Fresh.
Tisk.
Fresh.
I really wasn't. It's okay. It's all right.
Did you watch it?
I tried.
Okay. You tried to watch that.
Yeah, you guys were telling me about it, and I was like, this sounds. Unfortunately, you guys were wrong.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. I mean.
Objectively bad.
Objectively bad. I think you need to watch it again.
No, not objectively bad.
I almost think it's subjectively amazing because it is objectively a little bad.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Because in a sense, yes, it is supposed to be bad, but like, again, that's the whole mockumentary kind of style of the whole thing. It's just making fun of ridiculous actors and vanity projects and
I think
television movies.
It takes a lot of skill to make something that's like it's really bad, but it's also kind of good.
That's what people say about the stuff we made in high school.
Took a lot of skill, boys.
A lot of skill. There's something it's terrible. It's just so endearing. I can't look away. Speaking of, one of the endearing but terrible elements in tonight's film is the acting. And of course, how much did they sell Walking Through the Jungle earlier? No, give it another try. Give it another try.
Yeah, we'll just watch it with your eyes closed. And
Dude, you know what? All right, guys. I understand the sentiment, but doesn't it make a movie bad if you have to try it like 7 times?
No, because
to get through it.
No, because
doesn't that mean that it's bad?
No, because people do that for TV shows. I can't tell you how many times it took me to actually find I Think You Should Leave hilarious. I watched it like the first season multiple times. It was like, I don't like this, not funny. And then the second season came out, and I just was like, okay, let me just watch it again for like a third or a fourth time.
I think you just got used to it. Maybe you don't think it's funny.
Both of these things, I mean, I definitely watched like on the first go through. I thought they were both hilarious. So I don't know.
Yeah, see,
I don't know that they even require a bunch of views to appreciate.
Dude, that thing you hated, watch it again.
Well, I'm just an advocate of watching things multiple times anyway. I always have been. Some people can't fathom the idea of watching a movie more than once unless it's just a really good movie. And I
hate watching a movie more than once. I don't know why. It's really hard for me to do it.
Yeah, I've had a few friends that's their line of thinking is I don't want to watch it again if I've seen it once.
After I have enough years to forget it, I'll watch it again.
But I grew up in the times of VHS and DVD when we couldn't
Back
just
in my
stream
day,
things
we only
instantly.
had 5 movies.
You had a limited number of movies, and you had to rewatch some things.
They were
over.
all public domain.
Most of the movies that I had on DVD, especially at a certain point, were public domain. So I just, it's like, all right, well, what do I have to watch? Let's pop this in. Let's see how this 30s movie with Lon Chaney Jr. is. Oh, it's boring. Okay, great. I mean, it's...
So you watched bad things until you got used to them.
Yeah,
you got like
pretty
Stockholm Syndrome from a movie, and you started to bond with it.
Here we are tonight, and here we've been for the past couple months. I've just, hypnotize you guys basically into also just absorbing this stuff with me, asking very little questions, just along for the ride, just mindless zombie slaves,
robots if you will,
exactly. Yeah, so the again, one of the worst things I think we saw during the second act of Revolt of the Zombies was them walking through the jungle. Pretty terrible. And one of the main guy who was walking through the jungle, our main character for the movie, I guess, he's an actor named Dean Jagger. No relation to Mick Jagger, American guy. And so the trailers
it's like a name you get out of a 1930s white male name generator.
Yes, 100%.
Dean Jagger.
Dean Jagger. Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't look to see if that was his actual name or not.
That was
Probably
his birth
not.
name. Probably
not his birth name. But during the break, we're going to see 2 trailers from some horror movies that he did later on. He did this movie, if you want to call tonight's film a horror movie, it may be more melodrama action. But he did Revolt of the Zombies. He didn't really do a lot of horror movies until later in his career. He won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in 1949, and then did a bunch of supporting stuff, and then in the 70s kind of did more horror and science fiction. He even did a kung fu movie. He did Bruce Lee's last movie, Game of Death, which isn't, there's 5 minutes of Bruce Lee footage in it, and then the rest are Bruce Lee doubles. So, it's not, I haven't seen it, but that's, the whole caveat of that movie.
It's just Bruce Lee's eyes.
Yeah, well, and,
superimposed.
the doubles are like wearing disguises. Bruce Lee's character's supposed to be wearing disguises, so he's wearing like big sunglasses or things so that you can't see his eyes. You can't see
the fake big nose and mustache.
Right. Things just the worst disguises so that you can't tell that it's not Bruce Lee who had died tragically.
I can't believe it's not Bruce Lee.
I can't believe it's not, and it wasn't. Much like the fake Shemp situation for the Three Stooges after Shemp had a stroke or died, or heart attack and died, then they just had stunt doubles finish the shorts that he had not completed, and they called them fake Shemps, and that's
And they brought in the new guy.
And then they brought in Joe Besser, and that didn't go over very well because he didn't like to be hit, and then so he didn't last very long.
Hang on. I thought I made it very clear. I don't like to be hit.
Yeah, it was. I think it's in his contract.
Time out. Don't fucking hit me.
Yeah,
I thought we were just gonna clown around here for a minute. We were gonna, do a little bit of slapstick.
Essentially, he would chastise.
I didn't know I was gonna be hit.
He would chastise Mo, and Larry would have to take the brunt of Mo's force. So he didn't last very long. Then they got Curly Joe Dorita in there, but by that point, they were all way too old, and physical.
You think that they were all too old by the time Curly came along?
No, Curly Joe Dorita was so he was like the last
the last Curly.
Curly Joe Doritos.
Curly Joe Doritos, yeah. So he was just, kind of like Curly, like, and the guy before that, he was Joe, like, and he was also bald and fat, but again, he didn't like to be hit. So but I digress on Three Stooges, the makeup of the
whole wealth of Three Stooges lore.
The lineup changed many times over the decades.
3 of them.
There was always
but
3.
The Curly Joe Dorita, his appearances aren't technically canon because it's only true canon with the original cast.
Yes, well, you're right. If you don't count the Three Stooges animated series as canon, then no, I guess Curly Joe Dorita didn't technically, and then Kook's tour. If you don't, Larry Fine had a stroke, so I don't know if you technically want to count that as a completed Trust me, I can go on. As much as I know about public domain horror, I can tell you about the Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges rabbit hole goes
deep.
So much deeper than I was expecting.
So much. Trust me, I could have a whole stream about the Three Stooges. Love the Three Stooges. But no, with the break, we're going to see trailers for some horror movies that tonight's lead, Dean Jagger, did in the 70s. We're going to see a trailer for a movie called... the first one is from a 50s sci-fi film called X the Unknown that he did in England. And then the second trailer is for a movie called Alligator, which was his last movie. He's not in the trailer, but it's like it's your classic giant monster movie. It's exactly what it sounds like. The myth
exactly
about
what it says on the tin.
The myth about baby alligators in the sewers, and that's what this movie.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, get out of here. There was in the 80s, in the 70s, I guess, in New York City, there was a myth about all these people had gotten pet alligators, but then flushed them down the toilet or something, and so then there were supposed to be alligators in the sewers of New York City.
I remember.
I heard about the turtles and the rat.
Well, yes, we know about.
I remember being a very young child and being a little bit afraid of alligators in the sewer, not even realizing that out here in the county you're just on a septic tank.
Right. Not really.
Oh, yeah, you're not even on the sewer.
Not really too many sewer lines for us to worry about where we're at. That's,
oh my God, what if my dad flushed one and I don't know about it?
Right.
There's an alligator in the septic tank.
Alligator in the septic tank. Bum, bum, bum. That's a great movie right there. That I want to see that.
It's like, that poor thing, get it out.
It's grown. It's massive. All the shit. It's radioactive. It's transformed it into this.
Why is it radioactive?
I love that a sewer is radioactive. And it's like, what? Shit isn't radioactive.
No, it is because
so why would the sewer
it's
be?
all the junk food that we're eating. It's
but it's not junk food's not radioactive.
It is. It is.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes plenty of sense.
They've been putting uranium in the Doritos.
Right. Exactly. There is uranium in the Doritos. You guys didn't hear about that? Y'all didn't know about the uranium in the Doritos? I'm the only one. I'll get you guys.
Oh, I thought you said there was uranium in Curly Joe Doritos.
Oh, yes, no, yes. Well, that's why he was so rotund. You know, uranium, you know, it kills you, but it also gives you a nice big old layer of fat so that you look.
It makes you retain lots of fluid.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Lots of fluid. So we're gonna see these two Dean Jagger trailers. And then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting conclusion of Revolt of the Zombies.
Fuck EA.
Moves like Dean Jagger.
He runs as though the devil himself.
I got the moves like Dean Jagger.
I got the moves like Dean Jagger. Our mics are still hot.
Nice. We're off the record. We can say whatever the hell we want.
Jizz.
Three experts in science and security need to find a way to exterminate the unknown terror. Hoping to find a tunnel from which there is no escape. As Professor Royce, top secret scientist. Edward Chapman, in charge of lab operations. Neil McCurd, Inspector McGill, security officer.
Do you want to host the show, or are you hijacking? This is Pirate Radio.
What's this trailer?
Alright, so take us away, Cylon.
I'm just trying to figure out what this trailer is. I just jumped in, like, right here.
Where no one living can stay alive.
Dean Jagger. That's the unknown.
Produced by Anthony Hines.
He made the ketchup too.
Yes.
You guys heard about the Dijon mustard?
Is that real?
That's a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
I've not heard about that. No, it sounds very
beneath the streets. Beneath the streets.
Hey, at least I can buy a graphics card now.
6 feet long. It weighs over 2,000 pounds.
The Never Gonna Give You Up music video.
And it's about to break out. You're looking at the one on top. And it was
You said it was dark. Now, perhaps you're mistaken. Alligator half in a weak eyes was starving.
Tell them our mics are
Coming up with some garbage about alligators in the sewer.
Alligators in the sewer.
Take care.
There's no way to stop.
Our mics are hot.
The safety of the public is mine.
Take care.
There he is.
Our mics are still hot.
seen what this animal can do. You'd better take all the help you can get.
Keep coming. At first, no one believed it. Now, no one will forget. Alligator. Alligator.
Oh my god.
And we are back. Yeah, so that was so that was a trailer for X the Unknown and Alligator, which yeah, Alligator looks like a fun movie. I haven't seen it, but it looks like fun. You know.
Well, I don't know if the audience caught it, but we just had a little pirate radio takeover.
Yes, if
there.
you were watching, you saw that Sylarn hopped on the mic for a little bit,
He
regaling
hacked into the mainframe.
He hacked in the
stole
mainframe,
feed.
right?
He was in the system.
He said that he just watched that movie last week.
He did not.
That's what he said.
He's
Did
a
you watch
fucking
Alligator?
liar.
You don't know everything that he watched. You don't know.
Because I need to watch that movie. I'm sure
What
it's a
are
lot
you,
of fun.
your brother's keeper?
I know that he watched the Delta Force last week, which I hadn't seen or heard of. Well, I'm sorry. I had heard of it, but I didn't know who all was in it when he said, "Oh, I'm watching a movie," or he said, "Imagine a movie with Chuck Norris, Robert Forster, Shelley Winters, George Kennedy, and any of those other people." Sylarn just walked back in.
Oh.
I'm talking about Delta Force, yes.
Allow me.
Oh God, Sylarn is pulling up a chair.
We've had a
Let me tell y'all a story.
Hold on. So yeah, I
Shocking revelation here on the stream.
Okay, Sylarn.
Robert Forster plays an Arab terrorist in the Delta Force. It's a, it's a.
You want to come over here?
It's
Hold
not
on.
a.
I can back up.
Yeah, no, there's no room. I'll just stand.
What? You can sit here.
Yeah,
We're gonna make an adjustment. We're gonna get Sylarn in here.
This is almost a face reveal.
Perfect.
Just pick it up, Sylarn. Okay, there we go. All right, there you go. Get your chair in here. Scoot on in here. Yeah, there you go. Lift.
Do you even lift, Sylarn?
No, Sylarn doesn't lift. Here, yeah, there you go. Scoot. You're gonna have to scoot. I told you it's gonna be close quarters. You're gonna have to scoot in here more. There
we go.
Crap.
There you go. Scoot a.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Can I just be off shot, just talk in the background? This is.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna share. We're gonna make this work. I don't mind sharing the. The edges of the screen here with Sylarn. I have a configuration for me and Sylarn to both be in the shot, but it's not on this scene, and I don't want to.
We've already.
You don't have enough cameras.
Can't really change it. No, we don't have enough cameras, and
No.
we don't have a camera for a third guest in the studio.
There's a camera right there.
But that does not hook up to.
Find
our
a way.
Well, it's okay. Once
I
all
know.
this once all of this IBA
Figure out a way.
sponsor money comes through.
Right.
What are we doing? What are we doing, Garrett?
We're just fucking around. We're sitting on our hands here.
We're just y'all are really screwing around.
We're screwing around with the phones. Somebody's screwing around with the phones, and
Is this Alex?
I don't need. Trust me. I don't need these notes. They're not. It's the movie is. I've gotten through most of these facts. It's not. It's which Sylarn's coming to this movie in the third act. So
Yeah, so
I'm interested to see.
I'm
what
asking
insights
a
he
lot of
brings.
questions. It's a new perspective thing we're doing.
We're just
Who is that?
We're just asking questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, there you go, Silarn. All right. So we're both half in.
The audience can only see half my face. What if they only have half of a face?
There you go. You just gotta. It's
Man
like we're
of
taking
mystery.
an awkward picture the entire time. It's like we're conjoined
I'm
twins.
literally
Like, we're
sitting on the
conjoined
edge of my
twins.
seat.
This is what it would be like. There you go. Just.
Okay, start talking about...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So
let me do my thing.
Okay. Well, we're about to get into the exciting conclusion of Revolt of the Zombies. Evan, anything before we get started, or Fresh?
What is our...
Fuck EA.
Yeah,
Right, goes without
yes,
saying.
It does. Adam said, or Fresh said, "Fuck EA."
Not with me.
He's on.
Not with me doesn't go without saying. I'm saying it every time.
Right.
Do you have headphones?
No.
He's not gonna be able to hear the movie.
No, it's all right. Yeah, he's not. You're not gonna be able to hear it. Oh wait, maybe.
Just play it through the speakers, dude. That'll be good.
Hold on. Yeah, just play it through the speakers.
So quick recap just for everybody. We're in Cambodia. We've got this love triangle.
Yeah,
Then
I mean,
That's really.
that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much everything.
This guy has figured out how to turn people into zombies/robots.
Right.
Wait, what? Is there
yeah.
like zombie powder or anything?
No, there is zombie powder. That's what he used, right? Didn't he make a powder? I think that got made.
Yeah, and he told the Cambodian guy, he said, "Look, this is that white people shit."
Robots, like, where does that come into it?
Well, that's the thing. They're using the word robots interchangeably with the word zombie, which is a little confusing.
Well, maybe it's a metaphor.
Yes, I think
It's kind of the same thing, though, if you think about it.
Can you hear me, Silarn?
Yeah, Silent, can you hear him?
No.
Oh, you can't hear him? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna keep fucking around with the settings.
Well, while our host is fucking around, we're here. We're back on etymology stream, and in case anyone in the audience is not aware, so robot is a word that actually means worker. And if you think about the original use of the word zombie, especially in the film White Zombie, what were they used as? They were workers they were plantation workers.
Right.
So when they're using robot in this context, it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah. I did not know that. Wow. Look at this. Evan's educating me over here. Is that I did not know that.
Wow, Garrett's like, isn't it weird that Evan knows something?
No. The thing, but Evan has the like word, all the Latin like all that shit cataloged
I love
in his
it.
brain. So it hold on, Silent. I'm trying to. I know I had some headphones in here for you.
No,
all the
I
time.
might head out if it's gonna.
It's all right.
Yeah, no. If it's gonna distract from the stream,
It's not gonna
I will
distract,
bow
I
out
just don't-
for the crew.
I had some headphones in here for you. They were like your terrible old blue ones that you.
I had your terrible headphones.
Yeah, perfect. That sounds really
Get over your
good.
stream. I hope you win.
Well, we tried to work Silarn in. It was a noble experiment. It didn't last very long, but
Take over for a little bit.
if you find headphones, Silarn, come back. I can always make room. I can always squeeze over for you, Silarn.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had to
like
share a
you did.
room, so I think we can share webcam space.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's give it up for Silent, everybody. I hate that. We're going to, for next season, we're gonna have to equip the studio for a third guest. Not that Evan and I, expect a third guest. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. S-Sync. You're right. Evan just used Google.
Evan has a Latin minor.
I do.
Can we get a yikes?
Oh, I don't have yikes on this
no.
scene. Oh.
I've never thought of it like that.
Hold on, wait. Wait.
Wait.
Wait.
There it is.
There, just on you, on you. There it is.
Thanks.
All right, yeah, there it is. We got a yikes on Evan.
Yikes,
it's a
everybody.
yikes with your Latin minor. Get out of here. All right.
I'm canceled. I'm canceled now.
Canceled. That's what we need. We need a canceled button. Yes. Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, is that not enough claps, S-Sync? I can do more.
Yeah, Fresh was prepared to just keep going and going and going and going.
I'm the clap man. They say I got the clap.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
They say I've got the clap,
That's what they
man.
say.
I love it. I'm the clap man. All right. Well, I think without.
I think we were here tonight to do something.
Weren't we doing something? We were.
I think I was gonna go make a sandwich.
No, where you were gonna tell us about how much EA sucked, right?
I think you were about to Venmo me $40.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem, dude. Anytime. You know me. I got you, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So while I'm Venmoing this money to Adam, let's go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of tonight's film, Revolt of the Zombies. What if, Fresh, you have it queued up?
I do.
All right, then here we go.
I haven't seen the Venmo transaction come through yet. Did you send
sorry. Yes. What's your Venmo again?
It's just at Fresh Rogan.
Oh, okay, perfect.
This bit is feeling a little familiar.
Dr. Faustus, with his alchemy, and the help of his satanic majesty, discovered the secret of renewed youth. Just what is the secret you found?
I have not as yet been able to enlist the help of Satan, but perhaps you, with your recently acquired habits of appearing at inopportune moments, hold the power to materialize the Prince of Darkness.
Maybe you have Satan.
Yeah, I don't know why he's like stuttering. It's weird. This guy's too short.
Maybe it was just a bad take.
This guy's way too short to be the villain.
Yeah, he is.
Any knowledge that I may possess shall be retained only by me. You see, I don't hold you to be a stupid man.
You have need of me, my dear Luke. You are a clod. I, a man of imagination. You have stumbled.
Did you just call him
on this
clod?
lost knowledge.
He did
of
call him a
French.
clod. Yes, that was a popular insult back in the
I have
day.
hesitated at nothing.
Come on.
Let me share your secret with you.
I feel like this
and the
lisp
world
is.
lies at our feet.
I feel like it's
In
a
France, did Tion, the
queer-coded
high priest,
villain that
share
we're
his
dealing
knowledge
with
with you?
here.
No.
Which, if you know anything about that, that
And,
was kind of the tendency in
therefore he died.
Hollywood back in the day to
You killed him?
make the
With the
villains
help of the goddess Siva.
effeminate
that you will not
and give them
understand.
lisps and to do
This
things
you
that
made.
basically imply
The
that
breaking of
they're,
the scaffold.
you know,
So well tested
they're
by
gay and
MacDonald.
they're evil.
The
And that was
mysterious
like your-
disappearance of Francois
Right.
and Henri.
Back then, those things were
He
synonymous.
refused.
Right,
Well,
but
they
without
needed to do any further
saying
work.
that they're gay.
Why?
It was so that was, you know, the
If
whole
you
idea of
withdrew,
queer-coded,
did it not?
a queer-coded villain.
I knew you would not give up.
Yikes.
I hoped you would lead me to
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a
Yeah.
yikes. It's a
Yang
it still goes on today. It's a
from the
you know,
goddess Siva,
kind of
and I took
a
it from him.
recurring.
I thought it was
Trope.
what we all sought. It was a clue.
I mean, even Vincent
But not the right
Price,
one.
in a way, kind of.
This I am right
isn't
in.
he?
Yeah.
You have
Persona.
the secret of the zombies.
Right, exactly.
Let
Kind of
me
a
have it.
campy.
You leave me no choice, my dear Mazovia.
You show rare judgment, my dear Luke.
The secret lies in placing the right hand. So, the symbol of the third eye of Siva.
Bela Lugosi, ladies and gentlemen. Bela Lugosi's eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
One who is
Definitely three eyes.
His hands slowly steal about your throat.
Uh-oh. Okay. Interesting twist. We got a new villain.
Yeah, it seems like it.
He's usurping the old villain.
Yeah, just turn the tables, man. Classic turntables. My, how the turntables.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
Great Beast King Yakavarman used his subjects, men like you, to build the miracle city of Angkor. Perhaps under my control, you are scheduled for even greater things. Dr. Trevisan, I thank you for reinstating me.
What is he, just hypnotizing everybody?
And you, my poor friends, for the unwilling contribution of your souls.
Holy shit. Yep.
You are giving me
Zombie fight 'em
power to
all.
achieve the one thing I want. And I am so grateful. No doubt you would all tear me limb from limb should I ever relinquish this control. But that shall never be.
I feel like that's a line that Lugosi actually has in White Zombie. Like if they broke out of my control, they would tear me limb from limb, but that shall never be.
It certainly sounds like it.
Yeah, it's very.
I like the part when he says, "For I am Bela Lugosi."
I am Bela Lugosi.
It's a me.
It's a me, a Bela.
Come on. We're going home right now. Come on, back up. We're going home.
What?
You know, I don't mean to be glib, but is that where they got the name
I
for
sensed
the
the change in him when he sent me away.
heroin?
What?
Twilight.
That time Armand was away,
I
he was in Angkor.
don't.
He succeeded where we've all failed. He
I
found
hope
the secret
not.
of the high priest and he has power.
Probably.
Oh, I get it.
And both of
The
us
heroine of
being-
Twilight is Bella because
knows
Bela
what he wants,
Lugosi
all right.
loved more.
You.
Get it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You'll get me out of the way.
That
Our only chance is to get away together and
that
right
all,
now.
it all makes
Come on.
sense.
Yep, see.
Your father asked me to say that he wishes to see you at once.
These guys are terrible at looking like zombies. Just like no makeup at all.
I trust you.
But if
Adam.
zombies just mind control, then you wouldn't look any different.
Where was
Right,
it?
back then they didn't even
Oh,
know what a
yes,
zombie
Ishtar.
was.
That
They
clip
would,
couldn't possibly
like,
have been
what
made
did
at
the
your
director say to
suggestion,
them?
but
Just like,
my
hey
suggestion.
guys, stand still.
What possible
you know,
reason
like
could I have had for
zombies.
that? Same reason for all the changes
Okay,
been made since I was
yeah,
sent
we'll
These
stand
men,
still,
he
like,
schemed to marry Claire.
whatever he said.
If anything or anyone gets in your way...
But I think that's the difference between a movie like this and then like White Zombie, where there was a little bit of makeup that went into the look of the zombies. They were kind of doing things with their eyes and their faces. And yeah, here it is just like they're just normal looking people. They're just under a mind control.
Well, I mean, in White Zombie, I mean, definitely that in the first half when you actually see the zombies, but you know, the big climax, it's really just Lugosi.
Yeah, that's true.
There's not really that much zombie action.
I want your word that you will not make him subject to your will as these others are.
These followers.
They all end up falling off a cliff.
He will not be harmed. I give you my word.
I believe that you will keep it.
Yes, I will.
Yes, I
and
will.
I'll do more.
Say.
I'll let you bid him goodbye.
I should like to do that.
You love him very much, don't you?
I'm proving it. It isn't easy to give up the one thing in the world one loves.
No, it isn't, is it? I too love only one thing in the world, but cannot give it up. Our difference is, I haven't your courage.
Sheesh.
Alright. Alright. That's cool. That's definitely on location.
Yeah.
There was so much I wanted to say. Now there's so little to say.
Cut.
I've only felt like this once before. The first time I went up into the front lines. I was afraid.
It takes a brave man to say that.
A brave man would never let you sacrifice yourself to save him.
Well, there's no sacrifice. I love you. I shall always love you. We shan't say goodbye.
No. Just let me look at you.
I'll miss my guide.
Oh, we've got to keep our heads up.
I'm going in now. It stopped.
10 minutes past 5.
From now on, I shall always count time with London.
And mine will always be set 8 hours later. For the
Oh my god.
Have you guys ever worn a watch like that?
No.
No, but it seems
the watch
common
face
back
on
then.
The inside.
I mean, I haven't been able to wear a watch for an extended period of time in general, ever.
How do you know what time it is?
Well, nowadays, this is
You just stare at your phone all day.
My phone. But, you know, back in the day.
Fresh, were you ever a watch wearer?
Not for like prolonged periods. Maybe for like a month or something like that. I'm gonna watch it. So I never really had a phone for. I definitely didn't wear it like that, though.
Your teacher commends you. At least I let her remember you as a man.
It just feels a little wrong.
Joe and I did have pocket watches for a little bit when we were kids.
Of course you did.
Of course we did.
Okay.
Of course you did. I bet Job still has his.
We had them for a while. We didn't wear them, but you know.
Why not?
Bro.
It's just inconvenient.
I think the chain got lost before anything else.
Start me and
just
I'll
had to
roll
lost the
everything
whole
back to my
thing.
room.
And the chain really
They'll
makes
never
it.
kill you in
Yeah,
spirit,
absolutely.
McDonald.
Why would you
All
wear
I
a
have
pocket
left.
watch if you don't have the chain?
Save my love for my friend.
Just pull a loose pocket watch out of your pocket and look at it.
And have it understood.
This
Give
is anarchy.
unwanted advice.
You can't do that. It's got to have the chain. What are you doing?
Go ahead. You're the one man I'll listen to.
It's like having a wallet without the wallet chain.
Well, what's it all about?
You and yours. You've done a terrible thing to her.
Is it so terrible to fight for and to get the one thing in this world you want?
Not if you played a gentleman's game.
A gentleman's game.
I don't like sermons.
Nor perhaps...
Gentlemen's.
Gentlemen.
Perhaps not.
I do. This power which you have, this obsession which drives you on,
Speaking
will
of
defeat
Three
you in the end.
Stooges, that's my
And
favorite
it should.
gag in Three Stooges.
You fool
is
yourself
when
with the
they
delusion
get called
that you can
gentlemen,
make this woman
and then
love you.
they're like, they always
You
balk
can't
at
do
it.
No
We're
man
not
can do what his
gentlemen.
sense of right tells him not to do, nor desire that which it forbids him to desire. When right ways disappear, one's person must vanish with one's principles. That was said by an ancient philosopher, and I hold these things to be true.
He didn't say what it must have been said by an ancient philosopher, but can't tell you what, but I believe this is a fact.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
My dearest, know that I love you.
Was she just talking to the open window, or
farther apart than our thoughts could reach.
Talking to random windows seems to be a trope in these old movies.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
It's like some Romeo and Juliet bullshit. I'm going to
Romeo,
lose.
where far
So
art thou? Oh wait, did I say that out loud?
Fuck, I'm gonna get caught.
Claire, I've just been told that my hope of having you care for me is a delusion. Would you say that?
I married you. I kept my vow.
They got married?
And I kept mine.
Guess that's why they're all dressed up.
Is that all I'm to ever have? Your
I
gratitude?
mean, she did get engaged.
You just have to
him.
keep the clothes on forever after you get married.
Well, I mean,
How else are we gonna know that they're married?
it's your best clothes. Why would you ever take them off?
Right.
It's like once you get the best armor, you just always wear it.
You've made them
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I could never do that to you. I couldn't.
And your best man has to always be there all the time.
Just hyping you up.
Right, you get the stat bonus for
Yeah, for having more people in your party.
If I release
right. The wedding party.
Then I should really believe them.
I'll prove it.
You know, while we're shouting
I
out
give it up.
indie game devs, wedding RPG.
Wedding RPG. Sounds horrifying.
I'm not sure if that's a thing that exists, but
It has to be. There's got to be something like.
I just googled wedding RPG. Don't do it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! These guys are looking pretty ensemble.
Looks like looks like the spell's been broken. Pretty
We are
pissed
free
off.
again. We can think. The madman who did this to us must die, so that he can never do it again.
So just to be clear, these aren't zombies. These are just very angry men who were mad that they were zombified at one point.
The situation in Chicago seems to be
You're like not really breaking anything. Oh, okay, there we go.
There we go. That's why they had a stunt that had to go off. So
You had to wait for the pyro guy.
kind of waiting for that. Kind of not doing a very good job. Oh shit!
I wondered once how the great priest king Yakov Varman lost his power, releasing his subjects. He was enamored of the fair Indra. He did try by sundry means to win her love. But she, as women will, could not care for him. So he willingly gave up his power for this woman he loved.
He already said that if he let go of his power, he'd be torn limb from limb. So what is he expecting? Insurrection!
The rubber bayonet's giving.
Shit.
Yeah, what is that supposed to accomplish?
My sword just flew right out the hinges. Oh shit.
Door busters.
Come on, where is he? What's happened?
So many cuts.
So many cuts.
Whom the gods destroy, they first make mad.
Man, that was really the revolt of the zombies.
That was the revolt of the people who were formerly zombies.
The revolt
and then
the
were
artists
formerly
known as the
people
zombies.
again. Yes. So that was Revolt of the Zombies. Wow. And you know, I mean, I can kind of see how they were trying to do kind of a universal horror movie thing here, but the execution was just, it just leaves a lot to be desired. It was just,
I don't know how they let the copyright on this one lapse, really.
oh, I know, huge moneymaker. People would, you know, people would still pay good money to watch this on YouTube.
All right, well, final verdicts. What do you guys think that this movie did well? What are the best elements of this film?
I think that they tried to tackle some big ideas. I think there are some things about like an army of zombies and a kind of the whole like relationship love triangle and that idea of him using this power that he acquired to get that, you know, this personal thing that he wanted. I think there is like, that's kind of what the Universal horror movies do well. And I think that's, again, I think they were trying story-wise to do some interesting things, but I think the execution was just really boring.
I think that's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
There wasn't really too much action, and even when there was action, it wasn't really staged or executed in a way that, you know, got us excited.
Yeah, there's just not a ton of energy in this film.
I think that's a good way to put it. Definitely a lack of energy.
I thought some of the set design was pretty okay.
Right.
There was some thought and some work that went into that, even if the maybe the lighting was maybe a little flat.
Yes, definitely a little flat for sure. Was I think Fresh noticed at one point that things looked like washed out, kind of in close-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their close-ups, it looked like a really bad, like you'd look like at an old photo of like your great grandma, and that's what it.
Right.
It's just way washed out and blurry as fuck.
And again, this is one of those public domain movies that hasn't really gotten Blu-ray releases and
Oh, really?
restorations and all. Yeah, believe it or not.
The effort on the Revolt of the Zombies remaster isn't.
Yeah, it's not quite what you would hope that it would be. Yeah, I mean, I can certainly understand it, but interesting things. But yeah, I think just the execution in general of the film left a lot to be desired. I mean, what was...
Yeah, I like the setting and the location and stuff because I think it's like a unique kind of thing, but honestly, I think they just picked some random place that would be foreign and scary.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right about that.
I think that's
fair. But I liked it.
No, that's definitely spot on. I think that it is cool that we get this. Definitely a location that we would never get, but at the same time, to what extent is it that like very old school, outmoded idea of, and this story is going to take place in an exotic locale, so like, we did Haiti before, so what can we do this time that's totally different?
What other colonies are out there?
Right, and it's like, let's do.
All right, let's get the map. Pull the map up.
Cambodia.
Let's pick one. Yeah.
And so, you get imagery and you get things that you wouldn't normally get, but it's not like it's based in trying to do justice to any cultural.
No. I wish it was, but.
And again, not that White Zombie necessarily was in an accurate way, but at least they were showing. We were seeing voodoo practice in Haiti, so as I mean. It was closer than tonight's film, which again was just kind of taking that whole zombie voodoo mythos and applying it to a different location and kind of different principles as far as when it comes to using zombies as kind of robot slaves for war. So, it gives us these different things, but certainly that idea of the exotic locale is kind of what zombie movies kind of use as their crux. And again, Night of the Living Dead was where things started to change, but that doesn't mean that after Night of the Living Dead that we didn't still get kind of old school zombie movies. And speaking of, next week's film is another zombie movie. It's old school. It's a little film called Isle of the Snake People, starring Boris Karloff. It's from 1971. It's one of the last movies that he did. And it is that old school voodoo zombie mythos tradition that tonight's movie came from. Even though it was filmed the same year as Night of the Living Dead, but it came out like 3 years later because Karloff shot these 4 Mexican horror movies and then he died, and so they all came out after his death. So it'll be our first Boris Karloff movie of I guess of the season. We saw The Terror in season 1, so that was Karloff. So, I try to get at least one of the main guys when I can. Although we haven't had any Vincent Price movies yet.
Well, we've had a complete Lugosi season.
We have been very wrapped up in Lugosi, and we'll continue to get movies from him, at least 1 or 2 every season. And next season we're gonna really show out for Karloff. because he'll be the subject of our minisodes next season.
There you go.
So it all balances out. You know, I like to...
We'll give Lugosi a little breather.
Yeah, Lugosi gets a breather. We go to Karloff, which is kind of a natural segue. There's an old TV series that Karloff did like 12 episodes of that are public domain, so the whole thing. So that'll be a lot of fun. But that's next season. We still have to get through Isle of the Snake People, which we will not be bringing to you next week. I think maybe I said next week, but that was a lie.
Wow,
Yeah,
scam.
The next week that we
are live for you guys. Because next week I'm on vacation. So I think it'll be the week after that. Yes, there's.
Oh, I did see that.
So again, that's why this show exists, to kind of go over the beauties of public domain horror. And what that means is that anything that is public domain, if you wanted to make a modern version of it, make it horror, you could. So some of you may have heard, there's a Winnie the Pooh movie that is a horror movie. It's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
This year became part of the public domain.
Right. I think the books just entered into public domain within the past year. So it gives modern creators the right to use the character as he was initially written and initially illustrated, because I think that the illustrations that are originally with it are also public domain. I think. I could be wrong about that.
I think you're right.
But so it gives them the license to kind of, stick to do things like, I mean, I don't know if Pooh wears a red shirt in Blood and Honey, but if he's like wearing a red shirt, or he's, just the general look, the yellow feet, the yellow fur, whatever color fur Winnie the Pooh has. But yes, you guys will be, Sierra and Evan will be on vacation next week, 2 weeks from now, when I will be back. I think we will still try to do an episode, and Evan may try to join us virtually. So I hope that he will be able to, and we will be one step closer to wrapping up season 2, which again we're looking at probably about 3 weeks from now, wrapping up season 2. So, well, I hope 3 weeks. Now that I think about it, there's another little vacation thingy I'm supposed to be going on, and
like it'll happen when it happens. We'll get through it when it happens.
We'll finally get through season 2, and we probably won't even take a break between season 2 and 3. We'll just roll right in it, or I'll do some special. We did a Friday the 13th special in between seasons last time. Yeah. Oh, the red shirt is not public domain. Then you're right, S-Sync. They're definitely skirting the line with that.
They're gonna get sued.
They could get sued. You have to be very careful.
Yeah. So with all this being said,
and he can't say, "Oh, bother."
Right.
With all this being said, if you would like to produce a sequel to Revolt of the Zombies, or just another spiritual sequel to White Zombie, you can do that.
You could easily do that. That would be 100% legal for you to do. You could remake White. Well, I think there's actually some legal things with the story material behind White Zombie. Like, some of the story stuff is not public domain, because people were trying to do a remake. I think Toby Hooper, the guy that directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre, was like attached to a remake for a little bit, but then there were rights issues. So not necessarily everything that's public domain can you go, it gets very complicated, but hey, Public domain is here for us to have fun with, which we do every Friday night, every Wednesday night. I don't know if we'll do a mini-sode next Wednesday, because we got the last two. So maybe we'll do one Wednesday and then we'd skip the next week. Like, if Evan can't do that next Wednesday when he's on vacation, maybe we'll do chapter 11, because we've only got 2 episodes left of Phantom Creeps. So, and we've got 2 episodes of the stream left. So we'll try to parse those out. And so you can catch that on Wednesday. We have got all of our past episodes on our YouTube page. You go search Scream on YouTube, you can find us. All of our past episodes are there. The drinks that Evan brings us every week, we put on our Instagram page, which is at Scream Show, Twitter page at Scream Show. When I am posting, I try to post memes, all that fun stuff. Fresh Rogan posts all kinds of fun memes, all kinds of fun stuff at Fresh Rogan on Twitter and Instagram too, as well, right?
That's right. Check me out. I'm the best. I'm the best one to ever do it. I'm the meme god.
He is the meme god. I can verify that 100%. So you can check Fresh out there. Check out our social pages. Evan is not on the socials, so you can't find him there.
But you can certainly try.
You can certainly try. Try your damnedest.
I'll make a fake account.
Yes, yeah. Evan's gonna have.
You can run.
Adam's gonna make a fan account.
You can run my social media account.
Right. He's just
young Evan.
You're gonna turn around, Evan, and Fresh is gonna, he's gonna have posted all these supposed, unpolitically correct quotes.
All these alleged quotes and these alleged memes.
Yeah. So be careful. He'll troll you real good. But yeah. Anything, boys, before we sign off tonight?
Fuck EA. I think that's all I have to say.
Of course. Yes, good. I'm glad you had to get one more in there. Of course. Absolutely. All right. Well, that was another great episode of the stream. Making it through one difficult public domain horror movie at a time. Hey, next week's movie's in color. It's got Boris Karloff. It's gonna be a blast. I say next week's movie, but we're not gonna be on next week. I'm lying to you.
The next time you see us.
The next time you see us, it's gonna be
the next weeks.
Yeah, the next weeks that you see us. So until then, everybody take it easy. Sweet screams.
Which, please.